Hey everybody, Mike Brumfield coming at you with a video of my buddy, UFO finder Carl Dursema, that took the picture of the alien. Anyway, I want to put this up here because when we were in Dallas last year, October, he and I represented UFO Finders Live with a booth. Jeff Willis wasn't there, but anyway, we were the only ones that found UFOs and aliens. And I've never taken a picture of an alien. Carl did, and please go to his photo of an alien and check it out. I mean, this company, All Gas No Brakes, done this as like a parody, like Jackass films. However, Carl was the main character, and he talks about his experience from 5 years old and on, encountering alien presence. The bizarre part is Jeff Willis had the same experience. From 5 years on, he woke up with an alien holding his hand. And Carl was different. He had the shadow people syndrome. But then he finally started seeing flying saucers throughout his life. And he makes it very clear he has no messages from them. He's just experienced contact, and still does. And gets very emotional, as you can see by his expression when he talks about it. So I have been hunting for extraterrestrial life. I started with my buddy who had an out-of-body experience. I started looking for spirits in my last book, The Angels, the third throne out of heaven down to earth. Well, you know, that's what my buddy thought that we were, and still thinks that. He thinks we're spirits, and yet he doesn't know where spirits come from. He doesn't know what the angels look like. And I started telling him, look buddy, I call my first book The Religion Cover-Up because we have such a short recorded history, and all the conquerors destroyed the previous history before it. So basically they wrote what they wanted to write, and so that was the religion cover-up. Religious people don't explore this subject matter and the mystery of these gods and angels like Indiana Jones. They don't go back into time and look at the earliest writings or the earliest art. I say the art is what will solve this mystery. I have a flyer that Carl took a picture of an alien. It looks just like a cave drawing of an alien in a spacecraft. He took a picture of a star he thought was a UFO, and it turned out to be. Got a picture of an alien in a spacecraft. So with that said, if we all believe life exists, then for God's sakes, let's look at the ancient art, because the stories are all the same. When they made us, they lived with us during the golden age, had children, wickedness spread all the earth, with Virgin destroying it, and they stopped it. So bottom line is, it's when we were very few and we lived one way. We lived the way of the Indians and tribal people. We didn't own anything, didn't give our hand in marriage. That is the descriptions of how they live up in space. So I'm going to walk over to my truck, get the flyer to show you what Carl's picture represents and how we can solve this mystery through ancient art. No writings, because writings are all manipulated. So I'm going over to my truck, UFOfindersLive.com, and I'm going to get the flyer out because I forgot it, and show you all that Carl's picture is the most impressive evidence that I've found up to date of an alien today in a spacecraft that looks just like the Wandjina alien god. That is what their God looks like. It doesn't matter what we say they look like. And for God's sake, it doesn't matter. My buddy believes that the Bible says God is spirit. The angels are spirits, yet we make them with wings flying. This shows, ancient art shows, a Wandjina god from the shoulders up, like his picture of the alien in the porthole window on the spacecraft. Shoulders up, identical. We have to have gold going to space. That's the reason the dots represent the Wandjina god going up, and gold protecting it in the spacecraft. We do the same thing. Gold protects us. So the question of what is the spirits, what my buddy wouldn't bend and go outside of his traditional belief that God is a spirit, angels are spirits, and yet he doesn't know what a spirit is. And I say very clearly, couldn't it just be technology of them communicating with us like a hologram? Because they can be killed just like we can. They're real flesh and blood people. So please tell everybody this picture of Karl Duursema is worth 1,000 words. It matches ancient art. It goes back tens of thousands of years in the ancient caves of the Wandjina, of the Aborigine people, the Wandjina gods. Okay, with that said, please buy a book, Save the Earth. Please buy my books. If you don't help me make this go viral, it never will. People find this stuff outlandish, and yet it's real. In our ancient past to today, they haven't changed. They're watching us. Please buy my books and read and solve this mystery of what they look like. We know why they left. We know why they're coming back to save the earth. Thank you. YouTube Michael Brumfield. Buy my books, please. I'm giving all my money to science.